Hello everyone at Facebook. I'm Buddy Valastro, Cake Boss, and we're going live from Carlo's Bakery in Malton, New Jersey. I'm here with Chad, my helper for today, and we're real excited to do this. Bear with me, this is the first time I've ever done a live thing I've done live TV, but live weekly demo. That's why I got Chad here, just in case I mess up, I can blame it on him. But today we are making lemon bars.
I love lemon bars. Well, me too. Man, it's like all the time.
And not only does everybody love lemon bars, I think it's very easy to make. I think it's something that the kids will enjoy, and it's just, who doesn't like lemon bars?
Especially right now. It's nice.
And we had a competition, okay? And Linda Latano from Howell, New Jersey, had the winning recipe. So this is her recipe. So if it's bad, call with her. No, I'm kidding. It's a good recipe. You're gonna love it. All right. So let's start by making the dough. First, we have some butter and powdered sugar. And again, online is the full recipe, so I'm not gonna go into weights and stuff. All right. So let's put this on the mixer. And whenever you're making the dough, the first thing you want to do is take your fat and your sugar and mix it. I often tell people when mixing the dough, it's like mixing lemonade, right? You put the sugar and water in, you stir it until the sugars dissolve. Well, it's kind of the same principle what we're doing here. Now we have milk and egg yolks, okay? So now we're gonna add our wet ingredients to that to bind it up. And lastly, whenever you're making a dough, you always put the flour last. Now, depending on the dough, like pizza dough, whenever you add the flour, there's a balance of over-mixing and stuff like that. So this dough here, you just want to mix it until the flour is incorporated and that's it. You know, if you're doing like a turnover, you don't want the dough to be rubbery. If you over-mix it, it'll become rubbery. So every dough has got its own little magic. Chad's mixing our dough here. Yeah, you want to show them the dough? All right, so again, we're just looking for, no, you can just look at the dough. You hear me? So we're going to mix that until it's all incorporated. Till you see no more white. All right, so that looks done. Okay, sure. See, you see no more white, it's all together. Because if we really mix it more and more, it's going to become rubbery. You don't want that. So with the magic of Facebook, I have some dough already mixed. Because normally after you make dough, you want to chill it. So you put it in the refrigerator to chill it out for a little bit. But now I'm going to take a little bit of flour, okay? Dust your work surface, okay? Take our dough here. And just give it a little knead so that it's nice combined. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit more flour. When you're rolling something out at home too, don't be afraid to use your hands. Use your hands, smash it down a little bit, even when you're rolling fondant. People don't realize that you can do a lot with just your hands. So I'm going to take a rolling pin. I'm going to roll it out. Now I have my pan here, so I just got to get it as wide as this. So we're almost as long. Sometimes you got to add a little bit more flour underneath. So we'll roll it up. Dust it with a little bit of flour. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Got it. So I'm going to take my dough, roll it. Okay, and we're going to just kind of conform it into the pan.
If there's any cracks, they mush right together.
Yep. That's the beauty of the lemon bar, is that, see, I'm just going to take a bit over here. Just kind of.
What you want to do is build a wall so that the lemon filling doesn't go underneath your crust, because then you'll have really thin lemon bars.
That's right.
So you build a nice wall. And all this extra scrap you can build up on the walls just in case if they're too thin.
That's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, Chad. Okay. Now we're going to dock it. You have a docker?
Yep.
And we're going to pre-bake it. Because if we put the lemon filling right now, the lemon filling is going to be done before the cookie dough, and you want the cookie dough to be ready. I mean, this you could use a fork if you ain't got this guy at home, but hey, we have it, so we're going to use it. Okay. We're baking this in the oven now. Okay. Doing it at 350. I'd say about maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Those golden brown like this. The magic of Facebook. And we're ready. So now that we took our lemon bar out, we let it cool down a little bit. As soon as you put that in, a good thing is to go to the filling. So you can get going on your filling and get ready to go. So now, just to say what we have ready, we have eggs, we have lemon juice and zest, we have flour and sugar. Okay, very, very simple ingredients. The key to this, making this really, really delicious, is the zest of the lemon. Okay, people don't realize, but the lemon zest has probably got the most intense flavor of any part of the lemon. And if you add lemon zest to a dough or to anything, it's not going to change the consistency. You add lemon juice, it's good. So we're going to start with our flour and sugar in here. Stir it together, right? Little whisk. Okay.
You were telling me why did you want to stir the flour with the sugar earlier?
Well, because of the lumps.
Oh,
you don't want to get lumps there. So you don't want to get lumps. We're going to just kind of incorporate that a little bit. Now we'll add our eggs. You can add them a couple at a time. Just going to kind of go with your whisk, which everybody's got at home. You could make this in your KitchenAid if you want to, but we want to keep the forearm strong here, you know. So. Rest of the eggs, please, sir. One second. Now, the reason I told him to wait is because whenever you're mixing anything, always make sure it's fully incorporated before you add more liquids, otherwise you can get lumps. Alrighty, we're ready. Bada bing, bada boom. This is kind of like a nice lemon curd. It's going to bake in there, it's going to be good. Just be nice and careful. I can smell the lemon flavor and intensity is like off the hook. This is a great recipe to do. What's good about it too is you can freeze this recipe as well. You can pull it out when you want it, warm it up a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, or you can change out the lemon to orange. You know, you can put Nutella inside of here. There's a lot of good things you can do with this recipe. Oh, does that look good, Chadwick?
Yeah, it does.
Smell? Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill up our lemon. So we're going to go in the oven. And I'm doing this in the oven because if I would have poured it out here, and we would have had a disaster. So if you're at home, just pull the rack out on your oven, put the lemon bar sheet down, and if you're uncomfortable in this, pour this into a measuring cup so you can pour it in. I'm immune, so I'm just going to use this. You go as much as you can. Okay. There you go, baby. All right. Then, after we baked it for another, I'd say about 20 minutes, 350. Now, you cut it into bars. Yeah, cut it into this. Again, there's no right or wrong way. I'm just going to kind of cut this into four here. Okay. And then we'll take this and cut it into finish with a little pot of sugar just to make it look beautiful. Ba, 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 ba. That's how our girl Linda does lemon bars.
You want to run?
And we're gonna eat one. And that's how our girl Linda does lemon bars, Howell style.